This just should not be going on. We've all been scammed by these lawyers.
More than 100 people who live in and around East Palestine, Ohio, say they were tricked into joining a $600 million settlement after the derailment disaster in 2023. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Ken Rice. Some of those people now say they want out of that settlement. KDKA's Jennifer Barrasso spoke with one of the people making that request and their lawyer. Jen.
Ken, attorneys filed this motion for relief in federal court. It says these victims opted in for the personal injury, and they did so based on false information. I talked to one man who joined that class action lawsuit and got out. Close to 150 people living in or around East Palestine, Ohio, joined a $600 million deal with Norfolk Southern following the train derailment in 2023. Now, those people claim their lawyers misled them into doing so.
They just lied to everybody, period. They were in to get their money, and that's all they wanted was their money. And they didn't care one bit about the people. This should have been a $10-20 billion lawsuit.
Tom Young lives in Darlington, Beaver County, about 3 miles from the train derailment site. He joined the massive class action settlement on the promise that things would be made whole.
I have 22 acres of property, and they're like, well, oh yeah, you'll be taken care of, and you won't have any worries after this. Then you find out, oh, you might get a check for, $15,000.
Young has a wife and 2 adult boys. He says they've all experienced health effects they blame on the disaster.
I still have bloody noses all the time. My wife has had, she has had problem with her eyes, basically losing sight in one eye, then it moved to the other eye.
The new motion claims that experts hired by class counsel concealed the water and soil test results conducted by their experts, which have still yet to be disclosed. The motion also claims these experts misled people into believing there would be no long-term health impacts from the derailment, despite counsel already being aware of people with documented permanent injuries.
I would personally not expect one person to develop a cancer as a result of this exposure that is due to those chemical exposures.
The motion claims their priority was securing a settlement instead of proper judgment. The motion seeks to release people from the settlement and personal injury opt-ins and force the release of all reports.
At the end of the day, they were betrayed by the very attorneys who came in and said that they would help them.
Attorney Mindy Bish and Melinda Young have taken Tom Young's case. She says the reality is stunning, but the truth will come out.
My week in East Palestine was, the very last day was to sit across from a 24-year-old with terminal brain cancer and her family. And how do you tell them that they brought their family home and no one really knew it was safe? People are dying. And it's not done yet.
So I reached out to the lawyers who represented the victims in that class action and did not hear back yet. One of them told me that they would get back to me later tonight. I also reached out to Norfolk Southern to ask about whether toxins are still present. A spokesperson referred me to the cleanup progress page on their website. According to their most recent update last Thursday, site restoration work has been completed. Monitoring of surface water, drinking water, and groundwater continue. Ken?